How's it going, everybody? Ian back with another video. Today is my top 5 reads of 2020. Went through the Goodreads account, pulled out any 5-star read, and here they go, and then kind of ordered them on how I want. We're going to start out with, because I found 6. So we're going to start with an honorable mention. So honorable mention is, and this is like the series as a whole, Greg Hurwitz's Orphan X. This series I read back in May and through the summer months. So Greg Hurwitz created a character named Orphan X who basically these kids are taken from their orphanage and turned into CIA assassins. One of them, Orphan X, becomes the best CIA assassin and wants out, so he leaves, and it's just the handlers in the CIA don't like that too much, so they decide to send the other orphans after him. And it's just each book has a different set of villains coming after this guy, as he just wants to live a quiet life in New York City, which, can that happen? Who knows? I guess you can get lost in there. There's so many people. So it's just him wanting to live a normal life, and, his skills keep on being needed in the normal life, and that attracts the other orphans to his location. That is the honorable mention. That is number 6. Number 5. Number 5, we've got Kick-Ass. This is a graphic novel. There's 3 graphic novels in here. It turns out I read a lot of those and I liked them. By Mark Miller and John Romita Jr. Kick-Ass, if you don't know, was a comic book before it became a movie. And the movie's pretty dang good. I liked 1. I liked 2. So this is a 4-part comic book series based about a kid who wants to become a superhero and teams up with an already badass superhero little girl, and just how they try to keep their identity secret, and all that fun stuff. If you see the movie, you know what I'm kind of talking about. It's pretty dang fun. It's good comedy. But yeah, that is number 5. Number 4. This is the Punisher collection by Garth Ennis. Garth Ennis, he did Preacher. Preacher was amazing. And he also responsible for creating The Boys. The Boys is on Amazon Prime right now, but it was a comic book, a graphic novel before that. So this is his take on the Punisher. It's a 4-part collection, and it starts out with when Castle is in the Vietnam War, out through his time as running roughshod on the streets of New York. So, and all these different villains that he comes up against and promptly kills in interesting ways. Number 3, Mistborn. You can't see that. Mistborn, The Final Empire. This is the first in the Mistborn series. I read this back in, these are all read summer months. And this is my introduction into the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Tumbling over. So I'm sure you all know what Mistborn is. But yeah, I got around to reading that series, and that was my favorite out of the 3. So picked that one. So that is number 3. Number 2. This was amazing. Amazing. But when you see my number 1, you'll know why this one did not get number 1. This is Wolverine Old Man Logan. This is the very first one. This is Mark Miller, who did the Kick-Ass stuff, and Steve McNiven. Old Man Logan, if you've seen Logan, Logan is based off the Old Man Logan stuff. So a little bit, it's very, but so basically, so all the mutants are dead. You got, I don't want to talk too much about it because it was so much fun seeing, which characters are still around. But so basically, the gist is Logan is living on a frontier town. He's got a family, and this frontier town. So the gist of it is the United States has been pretty much Mad Max style, completely blown to shit. I believe it was on the East Coast. It's ruled by the Red Skull. The middle part, Midwest, is it Kingpin? I think it's Kingpin. And then the West Coast is ruled by the Hulk clan, which surprised me because, yeah, I thought Hulk was a good guy. But turns out something happened and the Hulk became a villain and all of his offspring. So basically it's just it's the Incredible Hulk and then all of his children, who are also these huge monsters, are ruling the West Coast. And that's where Logan is in the West Coast area. I think somewhere in California, maybe Arizona, Nevada. I think it's somewhere around there. Just a desolate country that he's in, and yeah, basically is ruled over and bullied by the Hulk siblings. So that's all I'll really say, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It spawned the entire Old Man Logan series that came out after that, because this was just a one-off, and then it kind of just took off from there, and now it's today. I believe it's still going. I read a few of them. The last one really sucked, so I stopped. But I should probably get back into it because I should never judge an entire series by one comic, I guess, or installment. All right, number one, and this one I actually own, so I can show you the physical book. This series, like I said, I've talked about it a lot on this channel, so y'all are probably tired of that. But I have to say, and this is the one that rounds it out, first a 4-book series, and then he finished off with an amazing trilogy of books that just put a cap on this series, and it's just amazing. This last in this trilogy just made the first 4 books so much better, and the trilogy is amazing as well. I highly recommend reading John Gwynn's Faithful and the Fallen series, and then get into this cap-off trilogy. This is A Time of Courage by John Gwynn, like I said. The 7th, if you will, in the Banished Lands series, and it is like it could be 2 books, but he decided to just spoil us and give us this big, huge 700-page chunker. It's amazing. It just, like I said, caps off a great story that we got in we started in Malice. We started this journey in Malice of the Faithful and the Fallen series, and to be capped off with A Time of Courage. It's I highly recommend. I don't think this is getting a lot of steam now. I like this a lot. A lot of steam on the BookTube community. This John Gwynn here, and I love it. Probably one of my top 3 favorite authors, and anything that this guy puts out goes to the top of the list. And I know he's got one coming out next year, and I know I'm reading Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series. Well, that's going to go on the back burner as soon as the new book comes out, because I'm going to fly through the next book, and then I'll get back to Wheel of Time. But if you I keep on saying, if you want a good fantasy series, pick up John Gwynn. I don't think I've heard nothing bad about it. Of course, there's probably a few things on Goodreads, but otherwise, every booktube thing I've seen on this community, nobody has anything bad to say about these books. So that's it. That's it. This is a little bit longer than I thought. I was rambling, but that is my top books of 2020. Here's to 2021. Hopefully, I'll have a little harder decision next year because I'll read some top-notch books. Have a good one.